the shower. Just finished cleaning my bike, making sure the chain is lubed, making sure the chain is good, the brackets are good, all that good stuff. Earlier today, well, let me get that for you. Earlier today, I finished a nice, easy, simple ride. I hope you guys can see that. Finished a very simple ride, 9 miles, very easy. Just to, get my legs warmed up, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I feel good. I feel very good mentally. I'm very happy, very ecstatic for tomorrow. It might rain, but guess what? Rain, sleet, or hail, I'm out there regardless. So I'm about to go make me a cup of decaf coffee, because you know me, I love my coffee. Since I already got out of the shower, don't need to do that. Finna do a nice little face mask, little face routine, because why not? You know what I'm saying? The skin could use a little bit of work, you know what I mean? And yeah, just get ready. I have some carbs waiting for me. I'm just gonna carb up. This is a distance that I have not done yet, so I'm very excited. Got to make sure I'm properly fueled. Gonna make my water, and I'll see you guys. Quick disclaimer, I did not have any access to any GoPros, so I tried my hardest documenting as much as possible while also being focused. So, quick disclaimer. This is just some clips and pictures along the way. Starting the race. Come
on, TD! Let's just...
Alright, please don't just remember to do a stupid, but we in Central Park. But we Alright, so I was wrong. You're currently dismounted. We're actually in the Bronx. We're in the Bronx, and then we're gonna go back into Manhattan, and then we're gonna go into Queens. Right now I was going 20 miles an hour, but whatever, I can get it back. But who would have thought that I'll be riding on the FDR on a bike? Absolutely insane.
It is now one day after the race, after the TD bike tour. And I just want to document, my experience, the emotions, the highs, the lows, everything about the event itself. Now, I know this is not the NYC Marathon, which is like, highly regarded, as highly competitive, where you can actually make money from the event and all these different things. Of course, I know it's not that, but for me, this is bigger than, is it of the highest competition? Is it this or is it that? Is it an Ironman, or is it an ultra triathlon, or is the Olympics? Like, no. But for me, it felt like that. And this was why, right? One of my goals was I was not going to get up off my bike to walk up any hill at all, right? The only times I was gonna get off my bike was to use the bathroom, to quickly eat real quick, or to, basically eat, refuel. I come from a background of powerlifting and being a regular gym goer. I hit all my goals. I hit 250 on bench. I hit basically 500 pounds on deadlift, and I had over a 400 pound squat. This took time. This took many years of trial and error, tweaking my routine a bit, of just working and going after it, eating my protein, eating right, going 3 to 4 times a week, getting my proper rest, stretching. It took time, It took time to get to those numbers, It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of failures to get to those numbers, And yes, I have a cardio background, but I never went past, I never did anything like what I did yesterday and biked a total of 40 miles, And you're gonna see in the screenshot, I did forget to track the last 4 miles. I thought the 40 miles was from start to finish, but it's 36 and like 3/4 of a mile from start to finish, and then it's 4 miles from the finish to the ferry, which is what they count. I did not know that. This is my first time doing the event. I will know this for next time because I am going to be doing this next year. And for me, this was just huge for me, to go from never cycling, like taking, I biked, just for fun every once in a while, just like around the block a couple of times, as a kid, right? That's what as all kids do, right? But I never thought I would ever be able to get to the point where I could bike for 3+ hours straight, burn over 1,000 calories, and bike plenty hills and all these different things, and be able to do it in one session and in one go, And for me, this was just a huge accomplishment for me, This it felt amazing. It felt amazing for when they put this medal around my neck, and I'm gonna wear it for the rest of this video. It was awesome. It was awesome. And I say, anybody that's going after for whatever they may be going after, either running their first 5K, running their first 10K, biking their first 20 miles or whatever, go after it. Because I get, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. My first cycling session was just 3.5 miles. And it was 3.5 miles to get from my crib to where I recorded I'm quitting the gym. That was one of the hardest rides I've ever done because I didn't know about pacing. I didn't know about hills. I didn't know about any of these different things. And I learned in that session at first, hey, you may have a running background, but this ain't gonna be easy and you're gonna have to put in the work, which is what I did. I trained and I did cycling multiple times a week. I slowed down my weight training. You know what I'm saying? I started doing HIIT cardio. That the clips that you see earlier were HIIT cardio sessions where I put my bike on level 25 and went all out for 1 minute and took a 1 minute to a 1.5 minute rest and did it over again about 8 to 10 times. Put me on the floor, but it prepared me for the race. You would not believe it, but those highways are steep. You're in a car, you're going 60, 70 miles an hour. You don't realize that those highways are actually a little bit of our hills. Those highways were difficult. Those bridges were not easy. But guess what, man? I had a lot of self-talk to where I was like, nah, this is what we train for. This is why we're here. Yeah, we enjoyed the flats. Yeah, we enjoyed the downhills, but this is why we're here. To know that a hill ain't gonna bit me. It's not gonna bit me. It's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna little boy me. You know what I'm saying? That I'm above the hill. Mind over matter. This hill is nothing to me. And yes, it did rain. And guess what? I still did it. I still shoes soaking wet. My ass was hurting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any cycling pads to sit on. My ass was hurting after them 40 miles, but guess what? I did it, and I'm creating this video to document how this race has changed me and how this race has motivated me to continue to go after more challenges. And this race has showed me how blessed and privileged I am. There's plenty of people that have never heard of these things, of running a marathon or or participating in a bike tour or whatever, because they gotta survive. They gotta go pay for food on the table. They gotta go hunt. They gotta go do these things. Their child is sick. You know what I'm saying? They're battling cancer. They don't even know what I just participated in. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I have the privilege to live in my own place, have my own bike, be able to bike in one of the biggest bike tours in the world participated by over 30,000 people yearly, you know, right? This is such a huge privilege, and I'm truly honored to be able to participate in such, you know? Like, people don't really realize how much of a privilege it is to be able to perform cardio, to be able to lift weights, to be able to jog, to be able to run in a marathon. There's people that were born without legs. There were people born without sight. There was a deaf person biking yesterday. There was a deaf person biking yesterday. Like, keep that in your mind, bro. This person has no hearing, and he's participating. If you're on the couch right now, go ahead and do something, man. I'm not saying you gotta go participate in this or go into a marathon or continue to strive for more events like how I'm gonna be doing for the rest of this year and next year and the upcoming years to come. But do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is truly a privilege, and you're doing yourself a disservice by trashing your temple. You should treat your temple as what it is, such a temple. Treat it with the utmost respect and honor. You know what I'm saying? Slow down on the drinking. I'm not saying, you know, if you know how to drink without getting wasted, enjoy a drink every once in a while, but don't drink too much, because drinking has calories. You know what I'm saying? Don't smoke too much, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You're gonna get the munchies. You know what I'm saying? Like, treat your body a temple, because it is a privilege to be able to even have access to events such as this. You know, and I'm so privileged to be able to experience what I did and to be able to share it with you guys. You know, to share the training experience, to share, you know, how I transitioned from the gym to this. I still go to the gym, but it's no longer my main focus fitness-wise. If you guys didn't know, I had a little bit of a little health thing earlier this year where, like, I would just kept getting sick and my lungs were compromised, and I noticed, I was like, I'm not gonna keep taking for granted this heart, taking for granted these lungs, because guess what? If I keep treating them like this, who knows? I might end up with, who knows what I could end up with. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put focus into my heart and cardiovascular health. And this is what pushed me to do these things. And guess what? You're gonna see more medals on my neck and on the wall. You're gonna see more of these things, because guess what? Like, I'm not gonna take none of this for granted. I'm getting a little emotional, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not gonna take none of this for granted. You know what I'm saying? I'm being so serious right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hide none of this or edit none of this out, because I'm just keeping it 1,000. I'm keeping it real with y'all. You know? So I hope you guys do this as a little bit of motivation and as a little bit of a, like, you know what, let me go and try something. Let me go try run a mile. Let me go try to walk 5 miles or something like that. Let me go to the gym for the first time. I hope this motivates you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I do this, you know? That's why I know this is why God put me on this planet for, and that's to release a good message to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little emotional, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You may hear it in my voice. But, yeah, man, you know, this medal, like I said, like, it feels good to know that I participated in such a big event. And, you know, I never want to not acknowledge how privileged I am, you know. But anyways, it has been Ladon's journey. I hope this video has helped you. I hope this video has entertained you. I hope this video has touched your heart in any way. And, yeah. Socials are in the description. I shall see you on the next video.